3 top tips for using video in your estate agency. Today I'm joined by Chris England, one half of the PVS awesome crew, and they are big in the game when it comes to video and teaching estate agents how to do it. What are your 3 top tips, Chris? Number 1, talk to me.
Number 1 is not mine, it's Neil Martin's, but done beats perfect. Not having video content in your marketing offer as an estate and letting agent in 2023 is a massive no-no. Do not necessarily compare yourself with someone who's been doing it a long time, some of the agents that you see on your social channels that are big in the market. Think about getting going if you've not done any, or if you're only doing content right now that is selling houses, think about how you can diversify that offer and push forward. But don't compare yourself with someone's 100 when you're at day 1. Okay, so done beats perfect. Number 2, think about your equipment. It doesn't have to be thousands and thousands of pounds worth of all singing, all dancing cameras. You can get going with a mobile phone. I would encourage you to think about a microphone just from Amazon. Spend 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds just on a microphone just to plug in.
There are some great microphones.
There's some incredible microphones for not a lot of money. And just get going and doing it on your phone. You know, and the new phones, the cameras, certainly the new iPhones with cinematic mode and all those sorts of things, which is basically like portrait mode, you know, in terms of video.
So it blurs the background.
Blurs the background, makes it look quite, you know, cinematic. That's why it's called cinematic mode. But think about equipment, but don't be put off by thinking you've got to spend thousands of pounds to get going. And the third thing, and the most important thing I could say to estate and letting agents, is really think about your content. Don't just be trying to sell your product. Think about your market. Think about what might be of interest. You and I talk about the trust pyramid all the time, don't we? And the fact that you need to be starting to make content that is of interest to your customer base or your potential customers, not necessarily today or tomorrow, but in 6 months, a year, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years. You make content that's of interest to them. They will in turn become interested in you. They will then start to know you, like you, and trust you, and only then will they do business with you when they're at the very top of that pyramid, when they trust that the advice that you give and you yourself are trustworthy and therefore worthy of their business. So think about the content you're making. Don't just make housing tours that sell your stuff. Think about FAQs, testimonials, bits with your team, behind the scenes in your office, community interviews, area guides, top streets. They're a fantastic thing to do. The best places to live in an area. And the most affordable as well. You know, there's loads and loads you can do. One of the biggest barriers with that people always say to me when we're running training is, oh yeah, but if we're making area guides and we're making this and we're making that and whatever, it's going to take up a whole month. We're not going to have time to make it. Our advice is always pick one day in a calendar month. Probably if you're a letting agent, after all the rents have gone, the following Monday or Tuesday. Make that your content creation day and do nothing else. Just have one day a month where everybody comes together, they make all their content and then use a scheduling tool like Hootsuite or Content Studio. Others are available to push your content out all month. And that way you're not having to think about always making content day after day after day. You do it once and then put it all out there, and then next month do it again.
Great idea. Thank you for your insight there, Chris.
Very welcome.